Welcome back to part two of every manga I've ever read completely. In this series, I break down each manga based on how it made me feel, my favorite arc or moment, and why you should give it a read. Honestly, I live my life week to week waiting for manga chapters to drop, or month to month for the monthly bangers. Sometimes I mark my moments in my life by what arc was dropping at the time. Like I could tell you damn near anything was going on in my life based on One Piece arcs that were airing or published at the time. I'm not joking. It's that serious. Let's jump in. Not gonna lie, Fire Force starts off a little slow, but the build up toward the end, absolutely top tier. Atsushi Ōkubo puts in work. What really kept me locked in was the diverse fire-based power system, the constant mysteries, and the hype moments that hit like a truck. When I caught back up while it was still being published, I was glad I did. I think I caught back up around like chapter 100. I dropped it for a little bit and then I caught back up around chapter 100. Because, like I said, you know what? It was a little slow in the beginning, but hey, it's all good. There's definitely a decent amount of fan service, I won't lie, but the core storyline is strong and the payoff is absolutely worth it. My favorite moment, I can't spoil it. I can't spoil anything for anime onlys, but the folks who read the manga know what's up. They know what I'm talking about. But trust me, two fights coming up in season 3, part 2, second core, are going to blow your mind. I'm telling you. But until then, Gabimaru shaking off a poison that could kill an elephant like it was nothing. I'm telling you, that was crazy. Or when he hit the demon inferno with the crimson moon, immaculate. Stunning. Words I can't even put together. The sound effects of during the battles of Fire Force as well, especially in the anime, of course, among the best in the game. I'm telling you, Fire Force is not to be slept on. Now, why you should read it? If you want a series where every character gets their shine, where all the threads tie together beautifully at the end, and where the action is consistent, Fire Force is absolutely worth your time, whether you read it or watch it, I believe. Full Metal Alchemist. For a lot of anime fans, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is their number one. Honestly, I get it. You know, it's not my number one. It's a great story, though. It's a tight family story about two brothers desperately trying to get their bodies back. Toss in the law of equivalent exchange, mix it with military conspiracies, and season it with some tragic villains, and you got a classic. Is it one of my personal favorites? Not quite, but I highly respect it. I'm telling you. My favorite moment when Colonel Mustang absolutely snaps, literally, and lays waste to lust. A full-on symphony of snaps. Man, get this guy in the Death Poetry Dram because he was cooking her legitimately, chefing it up on lust. My favorite arc, the arc exploring Hohenheim's backstory and the homunculus in the flask that would later become father, that was wild. I feel the philosophical depth and historical weight, unreal. I'm telling you. Why you should read it? If you're new to manga or anime, Fullmetal Alchemist is a perfect gateway. It's under 65 episodes, around 100 manga chapters, and it's bingeable in a short period of time. Amazing story, clean power system, meaning it's easy to understand. Highly recommended for beginners. I'm telling you. People put their hands together sometimes not because they're praying, but they want to transmute something. That's the law of equivalent exchange. Okay, that's not, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now for Hell's Paradise. I'd seen Hell's Paradise pop up here and there while it was being published, but it wasn't until I started the anime that I really got hooked. And once I was in, I read the entire manga in 2 days. I remember watching the anime like 2 years ago. I think episode 6, I was like, you know what? I can't wait a week. Let me just read the manga. So I read it in 2 days, like just dedicated 2 of my days to reading the entire manga. It was amazing. This is a different kind of shonen. You got a man on death row trying to earn his freedom and return to his wife. Talk about a new type of premise. Surrounded by executioners, rival prisoners, and a mysterious island that's more cursed than a paradise. My favorite moment? Now, there's a few, but the one that hit the hardest, Chobe, climbing out of the pit carrying his brother on his back. Also, this guy has the eternal finesse. And there's Dragon, or Unparalleled in 8 states, provinces, literally ripping out his eye to gain understanding of Tao. Okay, yeah, I forgot to say spoilers, but spoilers. That's sacrifice. That's growth. And that's sick. Favorite arc, the final arc. Again, sorry, spoilers. I won't spoil it. But the twist on who the villain really is, yeah, you won't see it coming. I promise you. I promise you. Why you should read it. If you want a short, impactful series that still gives you that shonen fire with a twist, this is it. The Tao power system is unique, versatile, and unlike anything in most shonen. My only complaint, I wish it was longer, I'm not going to lie. But sometimes the best stories know when to end. That wraps up part 2 of every manga I've read completely. If you've read Fire Force, Fullmetal Alchemist, or Hell's Paradise, I want to know your favorite arcs or moments. Drop them in the comments, or your favorite characters as well. And if you haven't read any of these yet, now's the time. Part 3 is coming soon, and we're just getting warmed up. Until then, keep turning those pages and keep that passion burning, because we're not finished yet.